All right, everybody, we are back again. Oh, yeah, I feel like I just saw you guys like 30 minutes ago. But yeah, what's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back once again with another live stream for you guys. Sup, Daniel says rigged NBA Finals. It wasn't rigged. The Celtics were just a far better team. It is what it is. On to the offseason. Now, with the NBA season officially ending, anyone out there who's been pestering me talking about why haven't I streamed the Guardians? It's because I've been busy doing the NBA playoffs. So, yeah. Um, you guys are going to get your wish. I'm going to be streaming a lot of Guardians games over the next few months here. Getting into July, and then August, September, and then October. So, yeah, the Guardians will now dominate the sports landscape for the next like 3 or so months until football starts up again. And then the NFL will take its rightful place back at the top. But yeah, in this live stream, I'm going to go over the first returns of the MLB All Star ballot. Yeah, we're going to see where the Guardians players rank right now. I believe there's like, what, 2 or 3 returns so far, and then you get the second round starting. And we'll get into that in a minute. But with that being said, let's jump right into it. We're going to go, as they say, around the horn. Now, I'm only going to talk about where the Guardians players are. So, starting off with first base. And yeah, you can already see Vlad, number 1, Ryan Mountcastle, number 2, Josh Naylor, number 3. Now, it's important to note fan voting is only for the starter. It's not for, the reserves. Those are voted on, I believe, by the players and media, if I'm not mistaken. So if Josh Naylor doesn't make the the final 2, which is where the 2 highlighted gray names, those are the finalists for the starters. Yeah. So right now it would be Vlad versus Ryan Mountcastle. Okay. Now behind Naylor, you see Anthony Rizzo, Nathaniel Lau, Vinny Pasquantino, John Singleton, Ty France, Tristan Casas, and Yandy Diaz. Now, you can obviously tell Yandy is in 10th with 60,000. Wow. Tristan Casas just behind, I mean, barely behind Ty France for 8th. By the next time they release the next, returns, I bet you he'll be an 8th. Although, who knows? John Singleton in 7th. He's quite a ways behind Vinny. And then you got Nathaniel Lau, who is way up there. But right now, it's looking like Vlad's probably going to be one of the top 2. Now, can Josh Naylor catch Ryan Mountcastle? I think so. Especially if it gets hot. Like if he starts raking, oh yeah. He should be an all-star. If Josh Naylor is not an all-star this year, they got a grudge against him for some reason. Maybe it's because he's Canadian. I don't know. Stupid. He needs to be an all-star. And if he isn't, we're going to look at this funk that he's been in as the reason why. Now we move on. They don't have second or shortstop, so I assume that Andres and obviously our shortstop, Rocchio, whatever, they're not really in the running. So I'm surprised Andres isn't, but I guess not. Now we go to third base, and no surprise, Jose Ramirez is running away with it. He's got 742,000 votes. He's way ahead of Westberg. who's right, really, I guess, ahead of Rafi Devers. And then Oswaldo Cabrera, Isaiah Kiner Falefa, Josh Smith, Alex Bregman, Luis Rengifo, Isaac Paredes, and Michael Garcia. Yeah, I think J-Ram is going to be one of the starters. He should be a starter. He's too good not to be. Then we move on to the outfield. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Messed up a little bit. There we are. There's the outfield. And again, with the outfield, you have 6 players that move on to the final voting round. I think we can already determine who the starters are going to be. Yeah. It's going to be Judge, Soto, and Tucker, barring injury. I believe Tucker is hurt, but he should be back before any of this even matters. Now, Stephen Kwan could make things very interesting. I believe he's like 10 days away or so, 10 games away from, or 10 days, I think it is, before being eligible for essentially the batting title. Like, this dude is insane. Every game, he finds a way to get on base. It's freaking nuts. He has as many like 3-hit games as 0-hit games. And even in those 0-hit games, I bet you he got on base somehow. It's freaking crazy. Now, you have Anthony Santander, you have Alex Verdugo, Colton Cowser, Adolis Garcia, Mike Trout, who hasn't played in weeks. He's still getting votes. Julio Rodriguez, no surprise. Cedric Mullins, who hasn't been that great. Dalton Varsho, who hit a grand slam against us, of course. George Springer and Kevin Kiermaier. And then how about that? Tyler Freeman and Will Brennan. That's actually insane. Tyler Freeman's played outfield this year. This is the first year he's played outfield in his entire career. Like, professional and everything. It's crazy. And then Will Brennan, Mauricio Dubon, Evan Carter, Leody Tavares, and Randy Arozarena. Boy, how the mighty have fallen. Oh my God. That dude was like a media darling because of his celebrations after robbing home runs. You know, he'd rob a home run and then he'd go like this. He'd go. He hasn't had the greatest years so far. And then we wrap it up with DH and David Fry. People are going to see that and go, who? Yeah, David Fry is right behind Giancarlo Stanton. And now, of course, he could also catch Jordan Alvarez, too. It's really those 3 because Ryan O'Hearn's right there, but he's kind of like 100K votes back. Justin Turner's right behind Josh Jung for 5th and 6th. Brent Rooker, possible future Guardian. He's in there as well. Kevin Pillar, Masataka Yoshida, and Nelson Velasquez. Wow. So that's really it for the voting portion. We'll see what happens between now and the next reveal, which I believe will be like next week or something. And then voting doubles and then triples, and then that's it for voting. So yeah, we'll see how things go there. But it's going to be a very interesting few weeks because trade rumors are going to start swirling and all that other awesome stuff as well. But that's just a quick look at the first returns in the MLB All Star Game voting. But now, I've been teasing this for a while. Let's talk about trade deadline. Not players, positions. Because we are officially getting into trade deadline season. We're about just over a month away from the trade deadline. I believe the Guardians play on deadline day at like 1 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. So no deadline stream, at least early one anyway. If the deadline is still at 6, I might go live for like the final hour or so. Because I'll probably stream the Tiger game too. If that is indeed when it is. So yeah, let's talk about some positions that we're gonna be looking at in the at the trade deadline. So obviously the first one, middle rotation starting pitcher. From now until July 30th, you're going to hear a lot of rumors about the Guardians looking at starting pitching. In fact, let me pull up the Guardians stats, and we're going to see how our starters have done so far. Obviously, you look at our rotation, not great, right? It hasn't been great. I mean, you've got Tanner Bybee, who's a stud. Got to turn it to ESPN here because the news is on. But yeah, you got you got a lot of rumors coming out. That's for sure. All right, so let's take a look here. Kind of got sidetracked. Sorry, guys. Had to focus on turning the station. But you look at the Guardians starting pitching right now. I'd say we're kind of in a crap hole right now because we only got 2 legit reliable starters that we know can go out there and shove and give us good innings and not kill the bullpen. Yeah, it's pretty sad, but it's also it's crazy how good this team's pitching has been. It's had its moments, but they've been really good. All right, so pitching wise, Tanner Bybee, 87 Ks. Tristan, 65. Logan Allen, 57. Ben Lively, 52. Carlos Carrasco, 44. And then the next closest starter is Shane Bieber, 20. Shane Bieber's been out since April, and he's still in top 15 in strikeouts. That's insane. Tyler Beatty's still on the list. Holy crap. Xavier Curry, Eli Morgan, Wes Parsons, and Peter Strzelecki. Oh my god. Wow. Who leads the team in ERA? Well, only 2 pitchers are actually eligible, I guess, for this stat. Tanner has a 3.94 ERA, and Logan has a 5.30 ERA. They've pitched enough innings. Yeah. Non-qualified players. That's crazy. But yeah, game-wise, obviously, Emmanuel Clase has pitched 34 games. 24 save opportunities. 21 saves. Wow. That's crazy. 33 innings pitched. 19 hits, 6 runs allowed, 3 earned, because mostly extra innings. 1 home run allowed, 2 hit batsmen, 3 walks, 35 Ks. Wow. Freaking insane, man. Wow. Who leads the team in wins? Logan Allen was 7. Logan hasn't even been that good, and he's got 7 wins. That's insane. That's insane. He's pitched 69 innings. Nice. Now, you may be wondering, does he have an innings limit? I doubt it. No, I don't think he does. No. If he does, though, that's why I think they could still go out and get a starter. I don't think he does. No. He's had a full off season and everything. He doesn't have anything to worry about. All I worry about with him is him getting shellacked by opposing hitters. He needs to just keep on keeping on and do his good stuff, pitch as good as he's been pitching, because he's been solid at times. Like, he's been really, really good. And then he'll just turn the crap right as you start really celebrating how good he is. because he has potential, an immense amount of potential. So yeah, I'd say a middle rotation starter. Because right now, I mean, you got, like I said, Tanner, you got Ben. Winston, can you trust him to stay healthy? He's done a good job so far, but that arm is one bad swing away from snapping. I'm scared, man. I don't know how tough. I don't know how hard they're gonna go with him. His arm can only do so much. It sucks because he's so good, but his arm is. It's like he's stuck in like third gear. We've seen how good he can be. Now, if his arm is legit fine and he's just being careful with it, okay. Some pitchers will do that. They don't want to overdo it, so they kind of limit themselves, which is fine. You know, they go for it's like I'd rather, have my pitches hang around, mid like low 90s and have my arm stay intact than me go out here throwing 95 and have my arm snap in half. Especially with his arm. Not even like it's not even me like, talking about how lanky he is. Because I mean, yeah, he is. He does look like a stick figure. But that's just the way his frame is. You know. Oh well. Not gonna get too much into that. Yeah, I do think we could use a middle rotation starter for sure. Number two, another power bat, either outfield or shortstop. Now, as far as who leads the team in home runs, it's obvious it's J Ram. It's actually insane because J Ram's at 20, almost 20 homers. He's 12 RBIs ahead of Josh Naylor, who's at 50. You got Andres at 35 RBIs with only 4 home runs. That's crazy. 30 RBIs for David Fry. What a year he's had. But like third, first, I guess like a versatile. It's weird to have David Fry as an X because he plays so many positions. Will Brennan's right field. Tyler Freeman is in center field right now. He hasn't hit. He's hit 6 homers. Andres has 4. Juan is 4. If I looked at outfield, let's see. Our outfield has combined for 12, 16, 20 home runs right on the dot. And we're at 19 because Ramon's gone. 19 home runs. Well, actually, no. Because Estevan is not on the team anymore either. So that's 16. 16 home runs from 3 players. Wow. And you're not even really power hitters either. So, like, just imagine if, like, the Guardians added Taylor Ward. Oh my God. Or Brent Rooker. Or Luis Robert. Oh my God. I would go crazy if we added any one of those 3 players to this team. Not even kidding. Now, if we want to go shortstop, obviously that's even worse because only one shortstop has really qualified for any category, and that's Brian Rocchio, who has 2 home runs in the same week. Mr. Noodlebat. So they could look to upgrade there if they really, really wanted to. Like Bo Bichette. That's the name that's come up the most there. Now, my third and final wish, or I guess wish list part, utility batter reliever. Mostly reliever. Utility bat is pretty much solid with David Fry, maybe Gabriel Arias. Maybe they rely on J Rod or someone else from the minors to fill that role. But yeah, they could use another reliever possibly. It's not they don't need one. It'd be cool to have another one though, just to add some more depth for the playoff push. But ease the burden on the starters. But I think at the end of the day, I think the Guardians are going to go hard after a middle rotation starter and another power bat. Probably an outfielder. Yeah, most likely an outfielder. They could kill two birds with one stone and get both in the same trade. Right? That'd be cool, but we'll see what they decide to do. It's going to be a fun few weeks here heading into the deadline, almost a month away. I'm sure there will be plenty of articles and rumor tweets posted and everything. And if I hear anything or see anything, you already know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be out here making videos, talking, and what the heck is going on, trying to make sense of everything. Baseball is officially front and center. As far as when my next baseball live stream will be, because I haven't streamed the Guardians since the beginning of the season, it's freaking funny. It's hilarious because I was looking through my OBS here, and I can tell I haven't streamed them in a while because, like, I have stuff from the beginning of the season. It's freaking nuts. But looking at the schedule for the Guardians, I'm probably going to try and go live on Tuesday. Oh, I'm sorry. No, Wednesday. Wednesday. Not Tuesday. That's tomorrow. No, tomorrow I'm watching the NHL Stanley Cup final. I'm going to try and go live on Wednesday, I think. Let me see what the matchups look like. Is too. You got to remember, the Guardians are not going to be the only team going after arms and bats and stuff before the deadline. There's going to be intense bidding wars, and it's going to be interesting to see how things shape up. Looking at the schedule, though, for the Guardians coming up. Yeah, so I'll be live for Bybee versus Woo on Wednesday. And then they have Toronto again. Oh, God, Carrasco's pitching. Well, that's a scheduled loss. And Lively and Barrios again. And then we get McKenzie and Kikuchi. And you know what I can't wait for? The freaking Baltimore series. Because as of right now, it's slated to be freaking Bybee and Povich, Allen and Irvin, and Carrasco Rodriguez, which means another scheduled loss. Woo! I'm just gonna treat every Carrasco start like a scheduled loss at this point. Unless the offense just erupts, which would be great. But I don't know. Bad for Cookie though, because he's supposed to be really, solid, and he just doesn't have it. I don't even remember when Cookie last won a game. It's been so long. Yeah, the last time the Guardians lost to the Mariners was Hancock against McKenzie. We lost by 1. And then we spanked around Castillo with Bieber on the mound. And then Logan Allen shut down George Kirby and the Mariners. I did not have power that day, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That was in April. Wow. That's crazy. The last time I streamed these guys was right before the Yankees series. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It's insane. That's freaking nuts. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that was the last time I streamed them, right before the Yankees series. Wow. That's crazy. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up, guys. Baseball is officially taking center stage. And it'll be interesting to see how things go. Right? Of course, Cam's rumors are going to really start hitting. Oh my God, Chad Gable. Man, they really killed that dude. Not really, but you know what I'm saying. They smoked that dude. Man, gotta love how they be telling the story and everything. I love it. Uncle Howdy when he saw Chad Gable. Popped him in the. All right, guys. I will see you all Wednesday. Yeah, I'll be live on Wednesday for